What's up, guys? We're back at it again. Time for the continuous epic adventure. So, we are going to continue kind of where we left off previously. So, in our last episode, stuff like that, we just finished the main. We literally got to the last official quest line that indicates for Heaven's Ward. So now we're just chilling in Illidaria right now, and you know, we were kind of debating and taking a chill pill, maybe start focusing on some of our Heaven's Wards relic weapons. And you know, I already grinded my butt off essentially for the one relic weapon for my paladin, but I don't know if I'm feeling or vibing to get another relic weapon. Like, the next official relic weapon that I really would want to get is probably for my warrior. And to be honest with you, like, I was talking to a person that I met online, and he was telling me that I needed almost like 20k worth of tombstones or whatever in order to essentially make the relic weapon and just to get the materials to build the relic weapons. And I'm like, holy moly. Like, 20k doesn't sound too bad, you know? Like, small number, not that big, but the extensiveness to get it is really kind of where the question comes in. You know, is it really worth getting it? Because if I were to do my warrior relic weapon, we would be grinding all the way until we got to the very end, the last evolution of the weapon class itself. Which, don't get me wrong, pretty epic. It's pretty cool. It's just how much time and energy is it going to take to get that? So that's kind of what I was thinking about doing right now, was looking into that, taking a few moments to kind of look at what stuff we need to compile and we need to get, or we can continue to get the storyline completed. Because, Endwalker is literally just right around the corner, and I have no characters level 80 right now, and no characters that have technically even finished the storyline yet. So, I don't know. I feel like getting our Endwalker weapons is probably going to be, like, bottom totem pole priority right now, to be very honest with you. Because it's going to be time consuming. I would assume that it'll take me... if I'm being honest with myself, it would probably take me 2 or 3 days, just to grind out the materials and stuff. But to get to the level, the grade that I want to get to, I don't know, man. Whew, I don't know. So, at this point, we're gonna figure out which route we want to go. I'm feeling. I don't know. I gotta really think about it. Cause, like, man, if I do the relic weapon stuff now, I can get it out of the way. Then I can at least be generally prepared for, Endwalker to have something pretty cool and proud to be proud of. I don't know. I'm gonna grab some food here really quick though, since we're just beginning our day. I just got done off with work and the struggles of life in general. Definitely sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do in order to survive, right? Anyway though, so we be chilling. Let us look. So, alright, what class do we really want to level up? Just chowing down on some food. If I get Gunbreaker to level 70, I mean, I'll unlock the higher grade based abilities. So level 70 we get continuation, and then we get the upgraded variants of the abilities. Alright. Let's figure out. What do we want to do? If we get to level 70, how much of an increase are these abilities? Okay, where's Gnashing Fang? See, Gnashing Fang does 450. Gnashing Fang upgrades to... Oh, it can be followed up with Jugular Rip. Alright. Let's continue. We are going to do the main storyline. That's what we're going to do. Well, let's continue here. Alright, hold on. Let's go back to our, Heaven's Ward relic I want is for warrior. Alright, let's see here. Alright, boys. Get over the last vigil, I think. Alright, let's go. Wait, am I in the right location? Why do I feel like I'm not in the right location, guys? What? No, wait. Yeah, he was in there. I'm pretty sure he's in there. Yeah, because it was... What's his face? Yep. Alphanod. Alright, let's continue with the story. Here we go, boys. An uncertain future. Alright. Fortuitous timing as always, Chipbuster. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Real and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Philemon helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Lamonsa, only then to disappear? Well, according to Rule, she crept aboard a ship bound for Radstazan where she's hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Yeda and Papa Palamo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Real thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain that they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Menphilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of the Cerulean Scholar, one of the students of Balsidon, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Eremic has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Jetbuster, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know? Okay. So things are getting a little bit spicy. Looks like we found one of our other comrades, Riol. And we don't know what happened to Thinkrid. And we don't know what's been happening to our boy. Or our other home slice, Minfilia. Are you? Alright, let's update this. Okay. Hey, shiny. Alrighty. Where are we going? We are going to the Forgotten Night. Alrighty. Let's go talk to Sir Eremic and see what's going on, boys. Hello, little knight. Let me in, my good sir.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Oh boy.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Daphne.
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Oh boy. Looks like we're gonna attempt to get the Dragonkin to be our friends.
Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause. only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war, nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
All right. Alright. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. The annexed shrine have had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Aye. But here we set forth, Jetbuster and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Jetbuster. Alright. Tataru, we need to come see you. So, what was your secret meeting about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vindifar happen to end early, you might consider re-renovizing with Yustul and Ildashar. She'll be there to receive our guests. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Yustul, but If we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, officer. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Alright, 1 second here. Alright, let's go speak to Lucia. You're ready? Then go. So am I. Okay, 1 second here. Speed, vitality. This one. Alright, let's continue. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the western highlands and make for the Tailfeather in the Javanian forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Okay, so we're going here. Going here. Gonna meet at Tailfeather. Okay, let's go talk to them. I'm gonna kill this really quick. I don't know why, but just want to. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Javanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past, though it was. I didn't even get to read that. Here, as a woman, with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, and children, all slain in the day of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause at our side. She fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that was not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Nafnod. You can say what come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit. Yes, yes, of course. We must press on to Onyx Shrine if you will follow. Alright. We are riding our big dragon. Oh, we can teleport. I need to get up the stairs. Gotta go up. Vindifair! Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Yaseli. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us for this unannounced visit, Vindifair. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vindifair. I came as an envoy of Sir Aaron Mick, commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth. King Thoradon and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Radiskar, shattering the peace between our people. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, the truth which was at last laid bare by the warrior of right, the User Dragoon, and Yasili. Alas, a deception so interactively wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who could dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Yasili once did, and we must make that dream come a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vindifair, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot give you mine answer. May I ask why? The matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Ganath grow bold, even as they did before, and would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Fear not, knight. Thou shalt not have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith until we meet again. Alrighty. Given the circumstance, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught would come of it remains to be seen, however. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Cerulean. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that, I have no doubt, Master Alphanod. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. All right. That was a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be as well. I love this dragon. Like, dude, he's got like red with holy scales. Like, love his design. What's your name, buddy? Oh, you don't have a name? You're just sitting there? You're laying there? I can't even like click on you to find out your name, bro? Man, I'm sad. Ooh, who's this guy? Green dragon. Another time, another place. So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to Renovis with Ustula in Ildushire. Yay, we're gonna go see the Ustula. Ustula, one of my favorite characters. Alright. Where are we going? We're going all the way out here to Ildushire. Nice. Ustula, what's up? How you doing, girl? Jetbus Search, it's good to see you. I confess, I have assumed your business is Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Minifir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Ermex's proposal with Grace Velgar, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of Cerulean's guest? Has she arrived yet? Yes, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Alright, let's go talk to whoever we need to go talk to. Oh, we're going over there. Alright, we can do that. Do-do-do-do-do. Uh,
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryl, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieur himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Kryl and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
Bleh.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
All right. We gotta go. We gotta go back to see Montoya. Ay caramba, the old fart witch. If I'm thinking that's the same person, I don't know. We'll find out. Let me see something really quick. Oh no, you sir have a longer grind than I did then. Rip. Time for you to go into dungeons in vain. Yes. If you can get at least 2k of tombstones, you can then convert the tombstones to treasure maps and get the Alex stones really fast. Each map gives 5 stones per map. We'll need 40. I call. Alright, let's continue. It's one scroll. And 40 Alex stones. Only one relic. Not 11. This poor guy. Three inks for one scroll. For one scroll equals one relic and 40 Alex stones equals one relic. You need Tombstones for the maps. This poor guy. $75 to Tombstones for one map, if I recall correctly. Oh my gosh. We're going the wrong way. Okay. Go farm tombstones. And do treasure maps. Get Alex stones. Need 40. Need 40 Alex stones. 40 divided by 5. Goodness gracious. It's 8 maps. Be done. You know those merchants directly in front of the person when you buy the books from? They sell treasure maps as one of the options for tombstones. Right. Poor guy. This thing has a special side panel, if I recall. Yes, it does. Or I'm wrong? Wait, how did I get over there again? How do I get over here again? I do not remember. Fam, I don't remember. I thought there was a side path. Hold on, let me give this guy Nexus grind. One second, guys. Okay, I get the point, guys. Holy crap, how many random commercial Bolshevik nonsense do we have to get? Like, holy smokes, dude. I literally just got like 6 freaking random advertisements for no reason that are completely not even what I'm looking for. Okay. One second here. Yes. So. Yes. You also need to get all of the material. You need at least 5 of each materia. Start with correct. There you go. Now you are on the right track. And then you will need to get all of the materia. Start with the tier 1 grade materias. Scroll can hold up to 5 attributes. Dire hit, crit hit, etc., etc. Yes. This is where it gets expensive. Yes. Look on the marketplace. This guy. Oh, poor guy. I can't even stop laughing because it's so funny. Dungeons. Raids. Dates. Let me look at something. It's not actually easy. Just do the math. $75 times 8 maps was what? What is that actually? I don't even know off the top of my head. 600 Tombstones needed. Five. Yeah, gems. Materia. Add to the weapon. this this poor guy. Oh man. It does, because the scroll will lock you out of using the grade 1 materials. It will force you to swap materials. So it takes about 5 of each grade before it forces you to swap to another trait. So 5 of grade 1 materia for dire hit. And then and then jump to grade 2 dire hit and do another 5 of that, and then may be able to do 3 and etc. etc. I do 5 of each small grade 1s of each trait, and jump up to the next here. So I will swap from dire hit to yes. To infuse stones with the materia scroll. Let's see. Alright, let's continue here. One Alex stone per attempt. Oh, and you will fail at infusing it to the scroll, which then means you may up to you. You gotta read home slides. Oh god, this poor guy. As you attempt to infuse the material of the scroll, the more attempts you do of the same trait reduces its chance of fusing to the scroll. No. Alright. Okay, let's continue. Curly, you did say you were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Montoya uh meeting us on the way or something? Oh, little Lalafell, you have much to learn. I've heard many stories of Master Montoya, so quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Well, it gets better. It's better. Because when you get to Shadowbringer relics, it's 100 times easier. And they eventually become your best in slot weapons. Alright.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Ooh. Nice. Interesting. I see. All right. Continue our journey, huh? Secret Alphanaut at Tailfeather. Where I find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across this trail. Tailfiller doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, well, we'll need to prove a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Curly, I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Sketches? I didn't know that you drew, bro. It's impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Ustrula and I will acquire at the outlying encampments, while Jetbuster could question the residents of Teofiller. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lost Afath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawings for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. Oh, Thancred. Where are you, buddy? We miss you, my man. Searching for a friend of yours? Oh, let's have a look then. No, ain't seen him around, sorry. Champ, what you know, bro? Oh, what's that you've got there? A sketch? Can't say I know this face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard of a tale the other day about a Hyrule vagabond who brought down a bender snatch by himself. And with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the belly of a bleeding ball. Sounds like your man. Hiyo. Hi. Hello, the twin. A Hyrulean man. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Teofiller. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks. See that, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Weird. Carrying an axe. Finished in that case. I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others found out. Alright. Smoldering waste. Oh, it's way out there. Wait. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go. Hope we can find our buddy Thancred. Apologies for the late arrival. We thought it was wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations ideal for hunting game and not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Haruling hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chance to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. Though you've heard of the same tales, be that as it may, we yet want for proof. Perhaps this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vaith trader. He came to Tearfiller in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Voth to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I am pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of facts. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with Devoth, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right. Cruelly quite right. Do. Alright. A little slow, a little late. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lost of Us. We must go and see the Voth right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Bruh. We gonna find Thancred. Okay, so if I had to kind of like put the characters on like a totem pole scale, like my favorites. So it's Yastula, Thancred, and then I like Tataru and Alphanod, but Alphanod and Yastula are kind of like borderline, or I should say Alphanod, excuse me. Alphanod and Tatsu are borderline like the same. Yastula is probably my favorite overall, just because of the fact that like she's got a very interesting story, and I'm curious to see what all is going to be really happening going forward with her. So, and I don't know why I always like the white mages a lot, because they're always underestimated. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lost of Oth. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told may have had certain dealings. How curious, the hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Voth as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly, and are you quite certain it was this man? There's no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Somal. Lost and weak, he offered meat and hide and trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lost Ask Ganath not long ago, when he heard the one mine had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? Vidifar did say that Ganath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. We would, what we could repay this kindness or depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunter. Celeste and the Ganath claim him as a sacrifice. Really, man? Really? Okay. Where are we gonna go? We gotta go way out there. Alright. On to our noble dragon steed. A long run. Yeah, our noble dragon. Yep, nope. Don't got time for that. Yep. Alright, broskies. No, you got out of the way. Get out of here. Not today. Yo, this summoning needs to stop, honestly. Kind of agree, like, we should stop summoning primals. Every 2 seconds. Continue to cause conflicting problems.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
That's not Thancred. Who the heck are you?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not. So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Yeah, get him, boy!
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Warriors of Darkness?
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Did his voice change? Nah. Hold up. That's not my boy Thancred. Hold on. Thancred. Voice actor change. Let's see. Did he really change his voice? I mean, I get that they're trying to make him sound like he's, you know, aged, but like, doesn't sound right. Pleasant shoes can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Gnat arrive. Agreed.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all-together.
That's funny.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Alright, we gotta look. We gotta get a little bit of a look on our good old buddy here. Let's see here. What have they done to him? What have they done to him? Interesting. All right, let's continue. Blessed with the power of the echo and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Yeda and Papalimo found Jetbuster. The memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers have been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vendavar must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Aramek's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Montoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Jetbuster. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. That's crazy. Our boy is back. He looks like he's been through some fights. They try to make him look like he lost an eye. Granted, Yashula lost her vision. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou thinkest the knight knoweth that she has long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Finfor, but if not for her that we came, we bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Ganath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more? Mortals have succeeded where my own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. With that, we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Ganath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well, regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned. For redemption, she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith is one's convictions, but it too for weal, or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of the dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Ermac's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vinifor, shall surely I shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and we will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Ysili. With that, you were here to see it.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
You gotta be kidding me. Right, let us not keep Sir Ermac waiting. Are you quite well, Thinkrid? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You had given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians, the Devonians, and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thinkrid, we found you, and they found me in time. We will find Yeda and Papalo and Philia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one for which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. Celebrity. I don't even know how you say that word. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Oh my gosh. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vindofar has accepted Sir Aramek's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Karen were here to hear them. Is he otherwise engaged? Sleeping off a night to the gut. What happened? Will he live? The Shingorians told me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmonds and Lord Antral not then on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flames. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We'd been dousing the fires, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially the broom. It is plain these fires were started by the assassins' conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. A banded chest containing a complete set of primal accessories for slaying. Really? Banded chest containing a complete set of primal accessories for fending. That's what I need. That's definitely what I need. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern? If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphanot and Mistress Ustula, I would have you take charge of the investigation in Foundation. As you wish, mayhap Tatru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Jetbuster and me get the pillars? They'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzlied old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Tancred of the Scions of Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet that the names killed a Scion, and there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray for me immediately. That is all. We could begin by shifting through charred rubble and questioning random passengers by. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. The infamous Lord Emalanon's de Fortemps, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Face guard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Jetbuster. He'll be at the Crozier, most likely making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old? Sigh. Poor Thancred. The Jeweled Crozier. Okay. We're gonna get a full set of fending gear. Should be pretty intriguing. Yo, hello. Look at that outfit. It looks so cool. Jealous? Wait, is that the spear that I think it is too? Let's look. Nope, that's not the one I was thinking of. Wow, they're all in like level 63 gear, but the gear looks so good, guys. Like, just the elegancy is sick, man. Anyway. Jeweled Crozier. Alright. What you got, bro? Well, if it isn't Jetbuster, dearest of my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? That doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guards outside the manor along with most of the other houses. Can't have a pile going up in flames after all. Oh, and in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Aramex's orders, from what I hear, remarkable man, not even a knife and the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a minute, I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You mean an injustice? You mean you do me an injustice, oh boy? I will have you know, my heart yearns, but for one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will hope to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those erronists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here and again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts while we question the refugees in the Hopeland. Jetbuster, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so kind as to join me, Hildorm? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome. Can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Does she even know who he is? Like, does she even know? I don't think she really knows who that guy is. Like, she does not know who she's messing with. That's funny. Alright, okay. Gotta go this way. Ah, the Vault Priest. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the ballista. Alone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days, and the Archbishop, the Sir Emic, and the Demonians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of the lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. The unruffled refugee. Ours was one of the first homes to be cleaned, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard the neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it for the church's generosity, I don't know where we'd go. Or what we'd do, excuse me. Go the other way. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? Will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Romanad's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arson is contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphinaud will doubtless have an opinion. Alright guys, I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. So give me a second here. All right, let's go ahead and continue our story. So we just got done speaking to all three of the people. Oh, what's down here? Ow. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Jefferson, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so he insisted. So we insisted. Let me go. Damn it, you've got the wrong man. But you reek of oil, and are those burns on your hands? Occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile, look at me. That you are, after a fashion, you should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and said about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types really do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's Pollux. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. There you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind to as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so as long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thinkred, but how did you know he would confess? Well, I have seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it was worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thinkred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best we now return to the congregation to discuss how best to proceed. Ah, Thinkred. Definitely one of my favorite characters all time. Knows how to have a good time. And he knows how to be serious at the same time. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that he would not, that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Eritol, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Ermac in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this slave. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. What then? What with that I could do more. Lord Eritol did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alfnod. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Okay, so let's make sure we got enough room to equip all this gear. We do. Augmented primal choker. That's all we got? Oh, we got earrings. Okay. Alright guys, it looks like we're doing maybe a trial roulette really quick with the group of people, I guess. You mean coffer? Coffer. Interesting. We're getting gear pieces that are going to be able to, that are going to be scaling for my other character. Yo, look at the suaveness over here. High heels, outfit, looking good. Are you a dancer? Do. This guy. Um. Bum, bum, bum. No, not ready. Okay, so that's where I can get my levies. How did I not predict this? Of all the trials to be doing. Nice. Alright. Swap back to Gunbreaker. Alright. Where are we going? Oh yeah, that's right. Just running around. Forgot. You gotta go back to the Forgotten Point. Oh, wrong one. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, guys. Wrong button. Why are they giving me a shield? Weird.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
Oh my goodness.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
What is patricide?
Ridiculous. I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
What is patricide? Now I'm curious. I've never heard of that word. Patricide. Patricide is meaning the killing of one's father. Okay.
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Totally, bro.
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
Why do I feel like this guy is trying to take the place of Lord Honchefont? I got nothing against him, but like, he can't replace my boy. You know? Like, that's my boy. He helped me in the very beginning do a crap load of stuff. Like, it's not even a discussion. Raised. Like, he was my boy, you know, like, he saved us, you know what I mean? He saved us from an impending spear of light, impenetrable nonsense. I do like that I'm starting to get all of the fending gear pieces. Fending. Like it. Listen well, we will enter the Bastilia silently via the gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held. Within the numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thoron by the 7th. Might the same be true for the rest? Given the swiftness which they seize control of the fold, I think it is highly likely yes, which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Harold told you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you choose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Eremic. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Lord, as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Here we go. Those who see our presence goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the vault. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Find your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. Alright, let's do this, boys. Protect Sir Eremic. Dun, 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 dun. Get over here. I said, get over here, bruh. Sit down. But sorry, the others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonard. Sire Simonard, so this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard, they've sounded the alarm. I will hold the entrance to look after this one. Now go. Going down, bro. Legendary Power Man. Yeah. Yeah. Secure the hostage. Just leave the others to us. Got you, bro.
Down with you!
Hey, how about you get off my hostage, you know? Yeah, you. Got you, bro. It's gonna help the other guys, huh? Out of here, Archer. Nice. They took the others somewhere up, but it all happened so fast. There they are. Let none escape. Oh my goodness. You will never learn, will ya?
You underestimate me.
Yeah. Pretty sure you don't want to miss that guy. Huh? Ooh. Sir Summoner, lay down your arms and release the hostages and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ah, the word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. Alright, so we kill you all. Got it. Unlike you, Sir Mick, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the Furies judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Eritol, Jippa, Sir, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Seminard. Lord, render us your judgment. Raise upon the righteous and cast down the wicked. Come, let us see whom the Fury favors. Sir, make it still wounded, Jippa, sir. If we do not move, he will surely fall. Okay. What are we doing here? Get out of here. Absolutely die. Not today, bro. Get off of him. Get off the hostage. Where are the other hostages? Heck? the heck do we running around, lady? One more. I don't know where the other hostage is. What happened? Really, I gotta do it again? How you getting to be too? Sorry, the others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonard. This is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. May God do sound alarm.
Down with you! You underestimate me.
Don't need to see it. Already seen it. Just let me go do what I gotta do. This time I'm not gonna mess up. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 2. Okay, we need to go to Sir Aramis. Okay. Time to save Sir Aramis.
This knight does not yield!
Nice. Keep it going. Nice. Voice. FF and Rose the Fury is with us. One day I swear you will. And he's dead. Great be praised. He took Malali, sorry, the priest that took Malali upstairs when you saw you kill his men. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend.
Where is he? Where is he? Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine!
I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Oh no. Nice.
What? But I...
Vidofne!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So It is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our... I see much of horsifying you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis what a pity Vindifor could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fort Thames Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Jetbuster, I wish a word. Tell me, does Tancred seem quite well to you? So you sense it too, a subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination I saw that his etheric flow had been irreparably disturbed. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Tancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may have well seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I should be on my way. Crowley may have charmed Master Montoya for now, but let's see how long it will last. So it seems like our boy lost his ability just like we did. Interesting. Welcome, Master Jet. Shall I, see you inside?
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count? You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Haurchefant would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Haurchefant. Will you be a brother to me as well? Come, Manelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard. To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
Hey. Alright, so we can get armor sets for casting, healing, and aiming. What do I want to level next? It's a tricky one. Let's do healing just in case. This is thy proof, the Garoon Oracles, Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, the tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Our faiths were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, and nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Hey! Papalamo! And Yeda! Everyone has their orders. The masks will attack us as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Ralgar, it had been better. What the heck? She has no... We cannot stay here forever yet. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibility is, and I mean to fulfill them. Fulfill every one of them. Alright boys, we're going to take a quick break. So we just got a little bit of a quick glimpse here at the end of what's happening with Yeda and Papalamo. We got our boy Thancred back, but I guess he's lost his crystal powers from being reborn from the live stream of some sort. We saved Sir Eremic. Eremic is recovered. And we have stopped the dragon feud, at least with the good dragons, and now we have to stop the bad dragons, because Nidhogg is still out there and he needs to die, or have to some way find a way to convert Nidhogg back to being the Azure Dragoon so we can bring our Dragoon buddy back? I don't know. We'll find out. The story keeps on having twisting turns every single where I go, and I don't even know what to believe at times, but we'll be back. I'm going to take a quick break. I do need to eat, but talk to you guys later. Peace.